Hello lovely people, am I in for a treat tonight? So you may recognise these woodlands from a video that I did earlier this year when this behind me was all blue and full of a carpet of bluebells. And I said back then, in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, then I'm going to come and camp at my friend's woodland. And finally, what is it, mid-September, and I've finally made it. She's been so busy that I've only just now got a chance to get in to one of her teepees, which I'm very excited about because I haven't slept in a teepee in many years. And the extra special thing today is that this is actually the end of her first season as an Airbnb teepee glamping hostess or with the mostess. And tomorrow she's actually going to take this teepee down and dry it out and put it into storage for the winter. So I'm like the last person that's going to be staying in it this year. And I kind of wanted to mark this, her first season, and bring her a little gift and just hang out with her around a campfire and get to enjoy this. That may not look like much of a hill, but my goodness, I'm out of breath. And I think this here, this might be my accommodation. Only joking. I think that's me through those trees. How cool. Ah, look at this little camp. There's Angie hiding in the background. She's gone a little bit camera shy, bless her. We'll learn her up, guys, don't worry.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light started,
If you need me, I'll mostly be here.
and now there's something in the air.
Oh my gosh, isn't that the most beautiful thing? How sweet.
Storing everything within.
Oh my gosh. What do you make of that for a view, huh?
Breezy we go, easy on our tiptoes.
Oh my goodness, how stunning is this? Wow.
Travel beyond all. Hand in hand.
Holy moly, this is proper luxury. I've got like a proper comfy bed, a mountain of pillows. I love this duvet set. Isn't that beautiful? Foxes and badgers and deer. I'm so spoiled. I love it. Wow, look how grey my hair looks in here. That is wicked. Squirrel. And then as we step out of the teepee, I have my little deck area, and that there is the compost toilets. There's also a bell tent down there. There's another little teepee the other side of the toilet. Let's go and have a little nosy, shall we? She's also got this old army Land Rover, and there's another bell tent there.
I wouldn't want it any other way, no.
Here's the cute little dunny. So we've got the compost toilet here and the box of sawdust here. There's really a rather nice view out there.
Beyond gravel, beyond all. Dreamy, breezy we go, easy.
And you can just see the top of my teepee peeping through the undergrowth.
Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond.
This is the outdoor shower. How beautiful is this? I love it. Especially that bit. So cool. So Angie has like a wood burner water heater. So you take this pail out to the wood burner and she tops it up with hot water. And then you put this pipe, which has got a pump on the end, like that, You pop the pipe in the water and then you have a shower. And she's done all this beautiful drainage bit, and then she planted up this little garden. Oh my goodness, so adorable. Everything's looking a little bit past it now though. It's that time of year. Kid you not, I can sniff out blackberries from 100 paces. I think I must have been a truffle dog in another life. So we've known Angie for 13, 14 years maybe. We met initially at like an outdoor bushcraft camping event that was held every Easter down here in Cornwall. And she lived on the North Cornish coast, and obviously we're on the South Cornish coast, and our paths never really crossed after that, but we kind of stayed in touch with Facebook and whatnot. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, she found this piece of land for sale just outside of Loo, just a few miles outside of Loo. And she bought it, and then she started work on building this little glamping business, which is so cool. And it's been so nice to watch her kind of setting it up and getting it all up and running and inviting guests into her woodland. It's been a crazy journey. It's been very, very hard on her because she does most of this stuff herself. And this summer she actually got really sick. She had a cut on her leg that got infected. She ended up in the hospital in Plymouth where I work. She was in there for quite a while, pumped full of antibiotics. Initially they thought it was necrotizing fasciitis, which if you've never heard of that before, then I pray to God that you never hear of it ever again. It's really dangerous and really, really bad news. Luckily it wasn't that, it was septicemia. And if I'm being honest, there were a few times I was expecting a phone call that no friend wants to hear. Yeah, she was really, really ill. When she left hospital, she came to spend a couple of nights at our place, and she kind of got herself back on her feet, so to speak, and then came straight back in the woods and dived straight back into it, what she does. And yeah, fair play to Ange. It's been really nice watching you grow this little business. I'm real proud of you, bud. And to celebrate the end of her first full season here, I've brought her a little bottle of my homemade cassis. I'll leave a recipe down below if you want to go and make this next season. It uses blackcurrants, sugar and vodka, and you let it all steep together for a couple of months, and then you strain the blackcurrants out, which is what I did this morning before I went to work. And then this is the liqueur that's left over, and it's absolutely delicious. I don't drink very much, but I might be tempted by a little tipple of this tonight round the campfire.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever.
Chin chin, girl. Cheers. Oh look, there's Angie.
Thank you.
What do you reckon?
I watch you as you sleep.
Oh, that's damn fine, huh?
That is lovely. That is really lovely.
How much I love you. I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time.
All right, dinner is served. I've got a baked sweet potato. This odd looking thing here is like a fillet of smoked mackerel. And I've also got some fire roast butternut squash, which has been cooked in coconut oil and salt.
Forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here?
I am quite sure you can't see how pretty this looks, but I've just come back to the teepee and I've got all these little fairy lights on the bed frame and pretty little lantern over there by the side of the bed, and then this is above the doorway, and it all just looks so cute. I'm really sorry that you can't see how pretty this looks, but oh look, it's just so gorgeous. I like it. I quite like teepee life. And you definitely can't see up there. I'll show you in the morning. It'll be worth the wait, I promise. Good morning. Good morning. Cool. I like sleeping in the teepee. That was lovely. I've just come back down to Myrtle. It's about 8 in the morning, I think. Angie's not up yet, but I've come back down to Myrtle just so I can get a coffee in me really quickly, because I know where everything is and everything's set up in here just to give me that early morning fix, and then I can be a happy, healthy, helpful human and help her do the work that we need to do today. In the night there were a few little critters scratching around, maybe inside the teepee, maybe outside, not entirely sure. It was really cute. And there's a big fat full moon last night as well, which made it even more beautiful because the moonlight was dappling in through the leaves and then through the canvas. It was almost like there was a light show. It was like dancing on the canvas. It was so pretty. Really lovely spot, magical, just beautiful. Very, very lucky girl. Oh, I do believe my gas has run out. Well, that's just really quite rude, isn't it? I guess I need to take my coffee gubbins up and use Angie's kettle. Dang it. There was me being so organised. Okay, so breakfast is over. We now have to take that teepee down. That teepee is very, very big. There's Angie up there. She's got an old Land Rover. She's just sorting that out because we need to put the canvas in that to transport it. And the canvas is very, very heavy. So if I just come and stand next to this teepee, that's me stood in front of the main front door. This thing is huge. I've got no idea how this is going to go. Okay, TP taking down 101. Apparently the first thing we need to do is take down this liner, which is maybe 4 or 5 foot of canvas that hangs all the way around, and it's like tied on to this, looks like hemp rope. I'll have to ask Angie what that is. But yes, that's all the way round. I'm not sure what that's for, if it's like insulation or if it's for privacy, because when you're in here, obviously with a light on at night, you can definitely see what's going down in the TV. So I guess we just start untying this, but I'm better wait because I might do it wrong. Oh, I could actually take these little fairy lights down. That would be a good start. Oops, I broke the fairy lights. Don't tell Angie. Fairy lights. What's going on there, Ange?
I am.
De-staking. Oik it, maid, oik it.
I can't, mate. I can't.
Go on, girl. Put your back into it.
That'll do.
Ah. Well, that actually makes coming in and out a lot easier, huh? Doesn't it just? We like that. Right, back to my untying of knots. This is a very technical job, this. Oh, so technical, I can't do it one-handed. So, Angie, what's the liner for? Is it privacy, insulation, something else?
Insulation, and also it helps draw the smoke if you're having a little fire pit in here.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a fire pit in this particular teepee, but normally that would be in the centre, right, where this bed is?
No, it would be just in front of the door, so about a third of the way in.
Oh, okay. And it would just be like a pile of stones on the floor kind of fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the smoke would be sucked up through that hole.
Yeah, and then you can open up. There are smoke flaps outside, so there's 2 poles that you stick in so that you can move the smoke flaps around.
Yeah. Is that to do with wind direction?
All to do with wind direction. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I close it up because it helps keep it warmer, and also just because we get so much rain.
Yeah. And also, obviously, you don't allow people to have fires in here because, well, one, this great big gorgeous bed is in the way.
Yes.
But also, it'd be a little bit of a fire hazard if people weren't, like, down with teepee life.
Yeah, so I've lived in a teepee. I've lived in 2 teepees with fire pits in the middle.
Yeah.
And they are lovely. I mean, yeah, you can live in them all year round.
Yeah.
Easily.
I must admit, I have 2, but I was in Australia.
Yeah.
So mine, I did have a fire because I cooked on it in there, but didn't exactly want it from the heat. And actually every day I would have to, or actually it probably stayed like it mostly, I had to roll the underneath of the teepee up to try and let air in because it just got so damn hot in there. Also, I guess the liner helps keep it a bit dry in here because if it's really heavy rain, the rain would bounce and splash back in, right?
Yeah.
Would it? Yeah.
So you can get something called an ozan.
A who?
An ozan.
An ozan.
So I've got a rain cap to stop the rain coming
Yes.
in, which has been really effective with this teepee.
That's the bit of fabric that's extra on the outside, right? Yeah.
So I'm amazed at just how effective it is. But yeah, you can get an ozan, which is like a suspended ceiling. So any rain that hits that, it's like a ceiling that's then got
Pivots it
a
off.
chute.
Pushes
Goes
it.
behind the
Ah,
liner,
okay.
And yeah, it just takes all the rainwater out.
I think you've got a squatter.
I'm surprised that there's just the one.
Yes. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry, but your whole world is about to change. And is this hemp rope?
Yeah.
Did you make it? Angie's really clever at stuff like that. That's why I asked. She also runs courses and stuff in this woodland in like old ways crafts. Would that be a good way of putting it?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you do?
I might
Ange?
even claim that.
Oh, might you? Is that
my
your new tagline? You're welcome. What kind of courses do you run, babe?
So there is things like wildlife tracking, wild food foraging, fire by friction, using fish skins and hides to make leather.
Cool. And this girl is predominantly vegan, I would just like to put out there. Actually, I think the first time I ever met you, Angie, you showed me, you pulled out of your bag or kit or something, you pulled out some dried, I think it was owl poop.
Probably.
And you were like showing me the little bones of mices and stuff in the poop.
Probably.
My friend is that weird. Sorry, Ange, what were you saying?
Yeah, so there was a time where my pockets always had bits of poo in it.
Weirdo.
In fact, they probably still do.
So when you do tracking, apparently the poo is a very vital part of the process, and to see where an animal has been and where it lives and where it poops. And that's part of what she teaches, which is quite funny. Don't you also do like basketry, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, so anything basically using natural materials, natural environments.
Yeah.
Earth living skills, I guess.
Earth living skills. Oh, that's a
There's
nicer
another
tagline.
tagline.
Yeah, we like that one. Right, we're now going to take the outside canvas down, which I'm guessing is going to be a big job, but I don't really know. But I'm going to come and set you guys up over here on time lapse because I've got no clue how long this is going to take. So let's put you over here, down a ditch and up the other side. So here Angie's going to take out those two big poles, the ones that regulate the smoke flaps that she was telling us about, and I'm just going to whiz around and take all the tent pegs out from around the base of the teepee. And then we just fold the sides of the teepee back just so it's in one long piece that we can then fold up for storage. Oh, look how sweet that looks. Okay, apparently the plan now is that the canvas is all leaning on one pole, and that one pole isn't tied in with the others. It's just resting in that little bundle of poles. So we now need to walk that one pole and that really heavy canvas back, trying to avoid the trees, and then we can like fold the canvas out of the way. I think that was the plan. So obviously Angie has now closed the woods down to guests for the rest of 2021, but she will, however, be back next year with lots of new energy and no doubt lots of ideas to make this place even more fun for guests to come and stay. So if this is the kind of holidays that you might fancy next year, I'm going to leave all her links down below to her Facebook, her Instagram and her website. So do keep in touch with her and keep an eye out on the Facebook page especially, because that's when she first announces kind of when she's going to be opening in the new year. And if you fancy brushing up on some outdoor or bushcraft skills, or perhaps you'd like to master some of those old traditional skills that she was talking about, then definitely send her a message. You might be able to get into a course that's already organised, or she might be able to run a bespoke course for you, for your family and your friends. So we've got these rugs, the carpets, hanging up over some rope because some water had got in one bit and a guest had also apparently spilt water all over a section of the floor. So that's just drying out so that can be put away in storage and not go mouldy. And Angie's just showing her her strength and stamina and possibly about to poke my eye out. Do you want a hand, mate? 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 Do you want a hand, mate?
It's all right, mate. Just keeps coming.
There she goes again, my Russian shot putter. No, not shot putter, javelinist, that's the word.
Although it is a little bit heavier, this one.
It's a little bit heavier, Ange.
Just a little bit.
Pick it up, mate. Go on, you can do it.
Oh, so close.
Oh, yay! She shoots, she scores. Did I help much?
Thanks, Janie.
You're welcome. Anytime, bud. All right, my work here is done. The lovely Angie has signed me off from my mission. So the rugs obviously have to stay out and dry. The poles are going to stay up all winter?
I think so. Yeah.
All winter. And she's got another friend coming to stay today who is going to help her take all this stuff to the storage unit and mattresses and beds from other tents and teepees too. So yeah, I'm allowed to scoot on home. Whoop. Cheers, Ange. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Janie Pops.
Even though it's been really hard work. I'll catch up with you guys next week. Until then, happy camping. Yeah.